Welcome to The Zone. I'm Becca Pruitt-Denny, and we have some slammin' music videos for you guys tonight. We have Chasing Furies, The Darrens, Luna Halo, and our power clip of the week is from Antonius. Our Live Center report is from our own Michael Hairston. Larry, do you want to tell them what our topic is this evening?
All right. Well, thank you, Becca. Hey, we're going to talk about money tonight. Does money control you? Does it dictate to you? We're talking about that Quan, that cheese. You know what I'm talking about. We're going to try to find out, are you obsessed with money? We're going to talk about money tonight. So, Dave, go ahead and get this little show started, sir.
Oh, yeah, Larry. We're going to get it started right now with some good music that pushes musical boundaries from this band from Boulder, Colorado. Let's give it up right now for Chasing Furies and their video Thicker right here in The Zone!
Saw you first before that thick fog overwhelmed you. You came in quickly covering your eyes. So you like it, so you like it. I can't touch you now, I can't see you now. Someone else to talk to. Maybe someone like me, someone like me. I call out to you, I reach out for you through the haze. Put your laughter. About the clearness here. Was it too easy to accept as it is? Should it be thicker? The more I thought about it, I lost before. Should have recognized the familiar sound of the fog.
You're back on The Zone. That was Chasing Furies with Thicker. You know, money can have an intoxicating power on people. The Bible says that the love of money is the root of all evil, but we need it to live. So tonight we're trying to find the balance. You guys, why do you think God said that the love of money is the root of all evil? How about you?
Well, you have to notice in the saying that it's the love of money, because I think money can have good effects and bad effects. Like if you're obsessed with it and you center your whole life around it, it's more like you're serving money than serving God. and you should hold God in like number one in everything. So when it's almost like you're serving money more than serving God, so that can be a very negative effect.
Definitely. What do you think, Luke?
Again, really, I think the key to that is that it says it's the love of money. Money itself is not bad. We need money to survive, but it's when your love of money overcomes your love and your relationship with God that it turns into something that's bad.
I think today that too many of us are concerned with what we don't have, and so we tend to go out and try to fill all these voids, whether it's through shopping or expensive cars or whatever that might be. And if we would all just kind of look at what we do have, then maybe we wouldn't be wasting our money on kind of excessive lifestyles.
All right. Yeah, if you actually love money, you're actually trusting money more than you're trusting God to take care of you. Obviously, that can distance you from the Lord, and you don't want that. Money can be a powerful tool for the positive, and we'll talk about that more coming up. Larry?
Well, thank you, Becca. Hey, once again, you notice the thing she said, the love of money. The love of money is the root of all evil. All right, we got a group coming up, Luna Halo, and our power clip of the week, Antonius. So, guess what? Put the remote away and stay locked in to the zone.
All right, thanks for keeping it locked in the zone. There's two things you need to remember. Number one is we'd like for you to be a part of this studio audience, and all you need to do is call us right here at 513-221-4888, and you can have a lot of fun like everybody else is having here. Number two, you have to remember, we would like for you to find out what's happening with this zone program by going on our website. And this week, as a special, you can go on our website at surfthezone.com and you can get one of these cool Zone t-shirts for only $9.95 when this program airs. So check out the website at www.surfthezone.com. You can get a cool t-shirt. All right, let's check out with Becca.
Well, here's some artist info for you. Our next band has partnered with Youth Development International, which provides help for runaway teens. We're talking about Luna Halo.
With Superman, keep it locked into the zone.
Oh, yeah!
Superman, it's what you want me to be, yeah. To be your everything. I only wish you could see, yeah.
right, that was Luna Halo. Did you enjoy that group? Because I did. All right. Now it's time for Mike Hairston, Life Zone Report. Mike, please just take it away.
Money, greenbacks, El Presidentes, bills, bucks, snaps, dinero, pesos, dollars. Having it can make you feel like a king, while not having it can make you feel like, well, let's not even go there. I thought it'd be fun to talk to Christy Moss, whose family runs JTM, which is a multi-million-dollar food company, which has products and services nationwide. Christy and I sat down to discuss money and the pressures that sometimes come along with having money. And there was an interesting point she made to the following questions. How do you handle the temptations that come with money?
Shopping, I think, is boring. It's just a bunch of money. You look at a shirt and you're like, that's $50. Is it really worth $50 to buy a shirt? It's not something that I really would feel that's worth spending. I would rather save my money up and give it to other charities and organizations that might actually need the money.
Has money ever been a motivator to you?
Money has never been a motivating factor. I've seen my friends' families lose their jobs and just see how devastating that is for their entire family, and how, you know, they all of a sudden are lost and they're like, well, I need to start making more money and all this, and I've never had to worry about money. It's never been very important because I've always had enough money to get by. If you have God in your life, God is just such a motivating factor because he just shows you how he lived. He lived very simple. He lived very poor. He didn't have a lot of money and he got by, and he was respected and loved even by people today.
What's the best advice you can give us about money and how to handle it?
Well, I've always learned that it's very important to save money because you never know if something big might come along. You might end up, not having the money one day, and if you're thinking about it now and you're saving it now, you'll know that someday you might have a little money to maybe help someone else out. And I think that if you just watch the way he lived with very little money, without all the pressures of materialism, he was actually able to live a very happy and loving life, and that's an example that everyone should try to look for.
It's hard to ignore that money has its rewards. While being successful is often associated with having money, material things, including money, matter little to the Lord. It's all about perspective to him. If you keep him first in everything that you do, he'll grant you the desires of your heart. That's what his word says. If you don't believe me, then check it out for yourself.
For more information about The Zone or how you can be a part of our studio audience, call us at 513-221-4888 and check us out on the web at www.surfthezone.com.
They say you got trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. They say you got we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only
Keep it here in The Zone.
The nerve to put in God we trust on our money, and then we turn around and act like the money itself is our God. They say in God we trust, come on, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. They say in God we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. They say in God we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. They say in God we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. I put my faith in the Lord and not no papers to make it. When dark get brought to the light, we gon' see who faking. Making ends meet, I feel you, but your hustle was wrong. There's different ways to get paid, partner, without selling stone. What about your partner? He gone. You wishing he was still home? 20 years off in the joint without no reason to moan. They got your window, what do you see? Do you see yourself smoking the same thing that you selling? Now what about your wealth? Baller or is it faller? Or wanna be shot caller? Wishing you had all the loot, a candy coated Impala. Money's the root to all evil, always corrupting our people. Just remember we got a sequel to face after life. They say you got trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. They say in God we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. They say in God we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. They say in God we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. Selling your body, get party for the money, lottie dottie. Better slow down, shawty. A catch AIDS for somebody. Our women using prostitution to support a bad habit. Dancing in clubs, shaking they bud to get through school, not having it. In Queens, chasing a dream, but still as precious as gold. Plus men portraying the same thing that the story unfold. Women drag for money bad, the situation is sad. Now why would you wanna be something you probably never had? Now I still love you, but you my brother, not my sister, mister. You need to be what God made you, and stop playing with Mother Nature. Money's the root to all evil, always corrupting our people. Just remember we got a sequel to faith at the light. They say you got trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. And money, they say you got we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. And money, they say you got we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. And money, they say you got we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. And money, what about the man in the suit, pretending he down for the youth? Look in his eyes, see dollar sign, and he running from the truth. Claim to produce for the hood, but only out for the goods. If you can't handle the splinter, stay away from the woods. Running programs to increase the peace, but on the streets they knock it. Cause the only increase that's getting done is the one in your pocket. You need to stop it, cause there's kids out here singing the blues. You watching the news on your big screen, Mercedes Benz and Pooh, breaking the rules like we some fools, but in the end you lose. Cause when you snooze, we gon' find out where you got your tools. Money's the root to all evil, always corrupting our people. Just remember we got a sequel to faith after life. They say you got trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. In money, they say you got we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. In money, they say you got we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. In money, they say you got we trust, it's funny, because it seems like we only trust in money. In money, they say you got we trust, it's funny. In money, they say you got we trust, it's funny. In money, in money.
We're back in the zone. That was our power clip of the week with music from
Antonius.
And it was called
In God We Trust.
Oh yeah, a very timely video for the subject matter that we're covering on our program tonight. But I think it's time to find out a little bit more about what's happening with our subject, money, as we check in with Larry. Larry, what's going on?
Well, thank you, Dave. Hey, now we talked about the dark side of money, the greed, how it takes control of you. Now I want to talk about good things, like, paying bills, good things you can do with money. We have Randy, Will, and Derry. Now, Randy, what good things can you do with Quan?
Well, some good things are like going out and buying food and clothing for the poor that lack those needs, and so you can show that God does care for them, and they'll see that God is helping out with their lives. And also going to Mexico and helping some orphans and stuff.
Amen. Now, Will, I know you agree with that. Will, what could you do with money that's good?
You could get an education and become a youth minister and spend it like that and spread God's word.
Now, so you're going to try to be a youth minister, is that correct?
I hope that's what I hope to plan on doing.
Okay. Derry, what good things can you do with money?
Well, you can give your 10% to God, tithe and offering. But you don't have to stop there. You can, instead of buying something for yourself, think about buying something for someone else. And that's it.
Well, now you know. Tithe, she said a good one. Tithe and offering, that's a good thing. Education. And also just helping people, not being selfish with that money. So now you know there are good things, that you can do with money. I believe really that it's the motive behind the money. If you got a bad motive, well, of course, the only thing it's going to do is increase. If you got a good thing, then you're going to be able to do more. So just remember that. Now we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back. So take the remote, slide underneath the couch, the whole deal, and we'll get back. Stay locked into the zone.
All right, that's all we have time for tonight. But we want to thank our special studio audience and all of those watching. And if you want these really cool Zone t-shirts, just go to surfthezone.com for a special low price.
And remember this, that the love of money is the root to all evil. Get it right. It's the love of money that's the root to all evil.
That's right. And remember, it's not just being in the zone by watching it, but also being in the zone of the love of God. That's what it's really about, being in the zone. As we go out, we're going to go out with a video from Sisters, a group called the Darrens. And we'll see you next week right here in the zone.
Every day I try again.